friends. Good day to everyone. Good day to everyone. And why good? Because look, I'm in a beautiful forest.
The gnats are already flying.
Above my head. The weather's clear today, so I'll go take a look. It's the 6th. So it's June 6th. Mushrooms are slowly starting to appear, and people have begun picking them little by little. And I thought I'll go and take a look at these mushrooms. Maybe I'll find something. The first location, those who watch my videos, they know. They might recognize it or not, but it doesn't matter. So look. I always start with these single ones. Clearings, let's say, even in the middle of a field, I check them. Here's my basket, my signature one, handmade, with me. Porcini mushroom, friends, is also with me. The first one. First one this year? No way. What a pleasure. What a pleasure, friends. To twist it afterwards. So long awaited. Breaks. Look, bilyashik. Friends, you can congratulate me with a like or write a comment. Because, look, for a mushroom like this, you definitely have to give a like and just smell how it smells. Here, you smell it, come on. Oh. Nice, that's a start. We've begun. I hope, my friends, that today we'll have a really good mushroom hunt. Nice, let's keep going. We'll go into these little oak groves, check them out, and then we'll head over to the far beds. There are more over there. Dense forest. A lot of oaks. Well, and we'll also check by the shore. In short, we'll see. Over there, friends, that's where I found it. That's it, beauty. This one. Here, look. There is more here. More smaller than in Kirin like this. Oops. We covered it. We covered it. Our hole? Oh. So young like this. Kabasik. Yeah, I saw another one somewhere around here. And look, here's another little one. They just left. Look. The 6th one of June. We just left here. Oops. Look, well, it's just awesome, friends. Shh. What a joy. Anyone who picks mushrooms will understand, because finds like this are really valuable. Ah, beauty. Just beauty. Okay, let's continue. I just arrived here, friends. The clearing is open. As you can see, they're small. The oaks, well, not exactly small, they're about medium-sized. Some pines are mixed in, with birches farther ahead. I think I'll go in and take a look. And here it is. And don't be surprised. Whoa, what a chubby one standing there. Whoa. The first white mushrooms of Kyiv region, friends. This is Kyiv region. First white mushrooms in Kyiv region, friends. Oak forest. Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful, look. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful, friends. You need to spin around well here. Because I picked here last year. There were a lot of mushrooms. It was like a real mushroom spot. Not bad, I would say. I'm sure there's more than just one mushroom here. Let's move on. Bye for now. For now, you don't have such beauty. But friends, what a pleasure it is. What a pleasure. You can't even imagine how long I waited. How long I waited for these mushrooms. The white ones, specifically the white ones. I didn't want to pick slippery jacks, but I was waiting for the white ones. And finally they started growing, and look, there's still something standing here, but that's probably a toadstool. You see this one here. A toadstool, friends, a gray pink fly, agaric, is the first sign that there are white mushrooms around. Where there is a toadstool, where a toadstool is present, that's usually where it happens. That's usually where the white mushroom likes to grow. That's why this area is very important. It's very important to study it. And to go around it. Yes. Beautiful. That's what I told you, my friends. There, I found it. There where it was said there's a mushroom. And here it is. It hid. Whiteston is watching. Which one? Thank you. Thank you. And no hugs. Look, here's one like this. And demo, and demo home, demo friends. Next. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Friends. Look, what a chubby little one. Look, what a cute chubby little one. Already. Second. Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on. I think I saw a third one nearby. I wanted to show you something. Look. That's what I was telling you about. And here is Marimuka. Here is Marimuka once, then twice. Pale pink fly agaric. By the way, it's an edible mushroom. But, well, why do we need it? If there are porcini mushrooms, then why do we need that Marimuka, right? I won't take one like this. It's way too small. You can only cover it with leaves. Just like that. We'll cover it a bit with a leaf. And here, look. See, next to this small one, there's already a bigger one. A little combo like that, but it's wormy, look. Completely wormy. Well, just the cap. Only the cap is fine, but the stem is wormy. That's how it is. Well, these are the first ones, friends. The first mushrooms are like that. Yeah, well, let's move on, friends. There's no one in the forest, friends. Such beauty is happening. Well, you know, you just relax. No one is here. It's quiet with some birds singing. Just relax. So I recommend to everyone, if you have the chance, go to the forest. It's the best, friends, the best way to relax. For your health. Here it is, friends, this little biliesh. Look. Acorns. He hid. The whole thing. Here's an acorn. Oops. Can you? I could. Acorns. And a little chebrick. It's small, but it's there and feels good. When you come to your seats, where you've already gathered, to your mushroom spots, and they're waiting for you there. Mushrooms. It's nice, friends, it's nice. There's a zone, friends, where no one goes except me, because it's very hard to reach. And it's like, you know, a bunch of, well, look behind me, some bushes, something unremarkable. But I know that there are these guys standing here. Guys like this, who bear fruit very well and know their job, friends. I've known this for years, so I came here. Oh, I make my way, let's say, through this thicket. And here you can see the result right away. No one has picked them here, of course. Here I came and saved them. I'm a savior, you see, friends? Savior? He's the good one. They're such handsome guys. And now, look. What do we have here? Well, it's kind of hard, but actually, no. It's still fine. You can take it. And here it's already bad, you see? Here the fungus is already bad. So it's clear that nobody has been here. And that's why if nobody picks them, they just decompose here. Let's put it that way. Do you see what kind of bushes are here? Who would have thought there are mushrooms here? Who? Just look. Just bushes. But they're here, friends. It's like, do you see it? No, but it's there. Thank you. Smell it. Just smell it. You smell so delicious that I just imagined, like when you were a kid and you'd go to your grandma's place. That kind of weather, a light rain, it's warm, and you're in the forest picking mushrooms, and then sometime after lunch, after 3, you come home, quickly toss them in the pan, fry them up with some potatoes. Thank you for watching. And then you climb in onto the stove to rest. Because grandma had a stove, it was really something special. So those are the memories from my childhood. I get overwhelmed when I'm in the forest and smell these amazing mushrooms. Ah, cool. Well, right on the road. Little boar. That's how big he grew. But I looked and looked, and there's another mushroom. Look, one was hiding here. This is already much improved. Oliante. Thank you, Oliante Wu.
Wow.
Now this, friends, is a good device. That's what I told you. And look, I pulled it out. Here, I'll show you myself. I pulled out such a beauty. And there are more, see? See, here's an Oliante, like this. Let's spit on it. Let it grow. We don't need one that's small. Well, this is just awesome. It wasn't for nothing that I came here, friends. It wasn't for nothing that I came here, because there are such mushrooms. Oliante, wow. This. It's pricey. Smell it. Friends, I want to ask you, before I forget, because I always forget, to support this video with a like and a comment. Well, if possible, share it too. Because, well, there was a really long break. I haven't recorded videos for almost a year, and it's very hard to get the channel back on track. You get it? The algorithms got messed up, and it's hard to fix. I have over 500,000 regular viewers, but only 99,000. And by the way, in 900 more subscribers, there will already be 100,000 subscribers. So let's do it together. Each of you hit the subscribe button, and we'll quickly reach the 100,000 mark. Well, and you'll get a plus in karma. And I haven't been making videos, friends. Why? Because my father passed away. He was hit and killed at a pedestrian crossing. It happened a year ago, and for 8 or 9 months I was, let's say, not in a good place at all. So, well, that's just how it was. But for now, life goes on. I have to do something. To get moving, well, I was moving anyway, but before filming, let's say, I had no inspiration at all. But I just feel sorry for the channel, sorry for the audience, since there are already almost 100,000 subscribers. And, well, damn, the channel needs to be developed. We need to move forward. So I only have hope in you that you support me. Support me with a like, a repost, and your subscription. That's the best thing you can do for me today. I'm grateful to you, all subscribers, and everyone who cares and watches regularly. Something like that. I wish you all full baskets, my friends. Well, that's all. Oh, and we're moving on. By the way, friends, there are a lot of beavers here. Look. Everything is completely gnawed. Oh, that's enough. You just need some fine, precise work. Fine, precise work. Look. Everyone will get bored. And yes, look, with all the trees. This is, I guess, a beaver invasion. Look. That's not even all the trees. Almost every tree is damaged. Look, here, beavers, take a look. I just don't want to go any further. I'll show you. Every tree has been gnawed. Look, friends, what a beauty is hiding here. Very young. Wow, cool, I like it. Hard. Oh wow, what a beauty. This is for pickling. Just perfect. Here, friends are literally gutting them. Look, I'm coming. Nothing foreshadowed, let's say, my surprise, but look. Here I am. Worms have chewed on it a little. Well, not worms, but slugs, I mean. There's always a slug. A few years ago, that was normal for mushrooms. The main thing is that it was firm. And beautiful. Cool. I always cover up the hole after myself. There aren't that many mushrooms, let's put it that way. Not too many. But actually, to be honest, I only walk around like this in literally 100 square meters. And basically, I already have half a basket. So, I think we'll definitely fill the basket today. For the first time, I think that's pretty normal. Share your thoughts in the comments. I think it's normal for the first time. I walk alone, no one around, no yelling like Halia or Petya. It's pure pleasure picking mushrooms. If only it was always like this, right? It's just pure pleasure. So friends, are you ready to relax a bit? Because I left after lunch, it's a bit hot here today. Yesterday it was colder, but today it's already hot. I think I'll rest a bit, about 15 minutes. And then we'll continue. But damn, I just lay down. And look, I put the basket down. Baber gnawed the wood. He made me a bed. Good job. Good job. I lay down and everything is still standing. I'm picking it up now, look. The first one this year too. I'm picking up a habit. Like this. Picker. Yeah, something like that, guys. Actually, we keep searching, I guess. I won't lie down anymore because if I lie down now, you know how hard it is to get up again, to get yourself going again. While I'm still on my feet, so to speak. So I need to keep moving because I know how these snacks and lying down go. It's so hard afterwards, you know, seriously. Oh, what can I say? So, you know what bothers me here? What bothers me is this grass. It wasn't here before. Or the grass was here, but it was small. Now you can see how much it's grown. If you know what this grass is called, comment below. It's similar to dill, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what kind of grass this is, but it's really thick. Well, basically, I used to pick mushrooms here, but now I don't see anything so far, so we'll change the location to the oak grove. Let's see what's in the oak grove. Unremarkable shrubs. Bereza. I found a couple of podborozoics, I think. I'll take a look. I've got something with me, and I see a little hill. That's right, and you couldn't really see over there, just a little bit. And who's under the hill? There's a mushroom under the hill. And look, such a chubby little thing. I moved from here to there. What? There might be these kinds of big guys. Fat, juicy, and tasty. And fragrant, nice, Bereska little swamp. Hornbeam is present, young oak is also present, in a word. Oh, beauty, just beauty. Now let's see, friends, what interesting things are there for us. Let's walk around here. That's a birch tree, you see, and it's a healthy birch tree. And there's also a young oak tree. Here. We'll see now. Friends, I just told you about the Butusik, that there might be Butusiks. Just take a look. Just look at this handsome guy. Wow. What a cutie. This, my friends, is a cutie. I just told you about him. Ouch. These mushrooms, you see, love the shade. That's why I came into the shade. It's a nice little spot here. It's swampy. And they like it. Such backwaters. I wish I could cook some soup now. Yeah. Fry it right in the forest. Right in the forest, friends. And I should hang up a hammock here. There you go. You can have a proper lunch or dinner here. Take 50 grams of medicine and lie down for an hour listening to the birds. Oh, damn. You have no idea how much I'm enjoying this, really. You just can't even imagine how great I feel today. The first mushrooms. There's no one here. I'm alone. And there are mushrooms. What do we already have in the basket? The basket is filling up. I picked a few of these over there. I found a couple of young birch mushrooms. I didn't film it for you anymore. They were gorgeous. I took the young ones, and there were some like these too. I found a few more like these. So we already have half a basket. We keep searching. Here's a spot. You see, it's all the same oak style. A different oak style. That is honest and open like this. You see, everything is illuminated, ventilated, and here I came across some mushrooms. And you see, this time they're standing too. Very good quality, probably. Just like that. Look how beautiful it is. So young. Just gorgeous. Here's another one. The second chubby one. Also firm. You see what we have here? This is bile. Yes, well, we have two pieces. It's not for nothing that I came here, because that was my journey. Quite far, I would say. Maybe not two, maybe there are more. You can hear it. This cuckoo is singing. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. You have no idea how hungry I am, friends. I even brought 3 bananas. I've already eaten, but I'm still hungry, and it's 4:40 p.m. I've arrived in the forest. I'll tell you now. I was in the forest around 12 at the beginning of the first hour. I was in the forest at about 12:20. It's already 4 now, about 4:15. I haven't eaten anything yet except for 3 bananas. I'd eat this now since I think these mushrooms might be fine raw. What do you think? I'm thirsty and left water in the car. I decided not to carry it in my bag. Well, it was a mistake to leave it there because damn, I'm so thirsty. It's just awful. Damn, guys, I think something's wrong with my eyesight today. Or I don't know what. Look, I'll show you. I just showed you this little mushroom. Just this one. I picked it up right here. Here's another one standing. How did I miss it? Well, this is just some kind of nonsense. How could I have missed such a mushroom? Look, here's one and here's another. There. It's just some kind of nonsense. Today something's up with me about this. It's like when something is unclear, incomprehensible. Or maybe it's just, like I'm not used to it. I'm still not used to it. That's it. They say it's all about the mood. I'm just walking around, Damn, I got lost in thought. They're standing there. I have no idea how I didn't notice him. Usually this doesn't happen to me. Today it's probably the 4th or maybe even the 5th time this has happened to me. By the way, friends, if anyone needs these handmade baskets, I'll leave a phone number in the description under this video. By the way, I also wanted to say that today the forest spirit is making me happy. Because, look, I just stopped here to film an ad for these baskets of mine for you. Right beside me, look here. That's it, the basket is standing here. And here it is. Next to it. Look. Look, who's standing? Here. Kabosik. Jirobosik. Kaboshura, Jiroboshura, look. Oh. Kabosik, Jirobosik. Kabosik. What's under the hat? It's white. Just like that. So, you see, you just need to look carefully. They are present, well, you just need to look among these lilies of the valley. You need to look for them very carefully because they're hard to notice. Here is this oak. There, I told you that you need to look carefully. Well, as I said, I keep walking around these little oaks. But friends, they've just started appearing. The first wave. The first wave. Now the second wave is coming. The second wave is coming. I think it's powerful. Because the first one is like, whoa, but the second one, as a rule, if they're good, rains. Here, the second wave is like, you know how it is. Whew. Whoa. So, subscribe to the channel, friends, so you don't miss this second wave. I'll show you how you should pick porcini mushrooms, probably. Well, that saves the day. You know very well how to pick them even without me. But... damn. Well, I just can't stop, enjoying it like this. This smell. Thank you. What I want to say is that they can be found in different places, in old oaks, and I've found them in young ones too. They've just started to appear. Walk slowly and look closely, friends. You'll find everything. Ah, nice. Friends, well, look, here's my catch. You saw everything yourselves. Just some mushrooms. A cannon, a rocket. Here, tiny ones. They just appeared. There aren't many healthy ones. I mean, of course, we can keep picking them, but I think that's enough. We're just walking here, not crossing yet. I'm already hungry. And drink? I had an incredible time, friends, honestly. Just incredible. Damn, looked like wild boars ran over there. Nature is amazing. Mushrooms exist. Alright, that's it. Friends, subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. I reply to everyone when I can. That's it, I'm heading home. Tomorrow or the day after, I'll go check on my other catches. We'll see how it goes. That's all. Bye, everyone. Friends, until we meet again. I'm already heading back. He said goodbye for me. And the forest spirit won't let me go. Look at that herd. The forest spirit refuses to let me go. Those are some wild boars. Well, I walked around a bit more. Of course, I could have found more. Honestly, I'm just tired and want to eat and drink here now. But there are a lot of mushrooms in the birches, big oaks, and small ones. That is, you can pick mushrooms in the forest. All right, I'm off.